Life is a precious gift filled with endless possibilities and opportunities for growth. But as we navigate this journey, we must be mindful of the information we share with others. Some things are best kept close to our hearts, locked away in the vaults of our minds. Today, we're going to explore 5 crucial aspects of our lives that we should guard carefully, things that should remain private and protected. Now, you might be wondering why this matters. Think of your life as a garden. You're the gardener, carefully tending to each plant, nurturing it with water, sunlight, and care. But imagine if you allowed everyone to trample through your garden, touching your plants, picking your fruits before they're ripe. Your garden wouldn't thrive, would it? The same principle applies to certain aspects of your life. Let's start with the first thing you should never share, your dreams and goals. You might be surprised by this. After all, aren't we often encouraged to share our aspirations? But here's the truth. Your dreams are delicate seeds that need protection as they grow. When you share them too freely, you expose them to the harsh winds of criticism and doubt. Think about it. How many times have you shared an exciting idea with someone only to have them respond with skepticism or negativity? That's impossible, they might say, or why would you want to do that? These comments, even when well-intentioned, can plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They can make you question your abilities and your vision. Moreover, there's a psychological phenomenon at play here. When you talk about your goals, your brain can trick you into feeling a sense of accomplishment, as if you've already achieved them. This false sense of progress can actually reduce your motivation to take action. So, keep your dreams close to your chest. Let them be the fire that drives you forward, unseen by others until you've turned them into reality. The second thing to keep private is your financial situation. In our society, money is often equated with success and worth, but your true value isn't determined by the numbers in your bank account. By keeping your financial status private, you protect yourself from both envy and pity, allowing people to judge you based on your character and actions rather than your wealth. Think about the successful people you admire. Do they go around broadcasting their net worth? No, they understand that true power lies in discretion. When you keep your financial situation private, you maintain control over your narrative. You don't become a target for those seeking handouts. Nor do you risk alienating friends who might feel inferior they knew your true financial status. Remember, your financial journey is yours alone. It's a personal path of growth, learning, and sometimes struggle. By keeping it private, you give yourself the space to make mistakes, learn, and grow without the added pressure of others' expectations or judgments. The third item on our list is your personal problems and challenges. Life isn't always smooth sailing. We all face storms and rough waters, but constantly sharing your problems with others can have negative consequences you might not have considered. When you regularly share your troubles, you risk becoming the person others avoid, because they associate you with negativity. More importantly, you might inadvertently create a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you talk about your problems, the more real and insurmountable they can seem. Instead, cultivate inner strength. When faced with challenges, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Turn your problems into opportunities for personal development. This doesn't mean you should never seek help or advice, but be selective about who you confide in and how often you do so. By keeping your problems private, you also maintain a positive image in your professional and social circles. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence and optimism. When you present yourself as someone who can handle life's challenges with grace and resilience, you'll find more doors opening for you. The fourth thing to keep private is your good deeds. This might seem counterintuitive. Surely sharing our acts of kindness can inspire others to do the same, right? While that's true to some extent, there's a greater power in silent generosity. When you perform acts of kindness without seeking recognition, you cultivate genuine humility. You're not doing good for the sake of praise or admiration, but because it's the right thing to do. This purity of intention strengthens your character and brings a deep sense of fulfillment that external validation can never match. Moreover, by keeping your good deeds private, you protect the dignity of those you help. Imagine if someone helped you during a difficult time, then went around telling everyone about it. You'd likely feel embarrassed, perhaps even resentful. By keeping your acts of kindness private, you show respect for the people you're helping. Remember the words often attributed to the Roman philosopher Seneca. He who does good by stealth and blushes to find it fame. Let your actions speak louder than your words. In sorrow, the impact of your kindness will ripple out into the world, even if others don't know you were the one who cast the first stone. The fifth and final thing to keep private is your family matters. Your family is your sanctuary, your safe haven in the storm of life. The dynamics, challenges, and joys within your family unit are sacred and should be protected from outside scrutiny. When you share family matters with others, you risk inviting unnecessary judgment and interference. People who aren't privy to the full context of your family situation might offer misguided advice or criticism. This can create tension and conflict within your family. Moreover, by keeping family matters private, you build trust and intimacy within your family unit. Your loved ones should feel safe knowing that what happens at home stays at home. This creates an environment where open communication can flourish, where family members feel free to express themselves without fear of their words being repeated outside the family circle. This doesn't mean you should never seek help if there are serious issues within your family. Professional counselors and therapists are there for a reason. But for day-to-day matters, practice discretion. Your family's privacy is a treasure worth protecting. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't openness and transparency important? And you're right. To an extent, honesty and authenticity are crucial in building meaningful relationships. But there's a difference between being authentic and oversharing. You can be genuine and true to yourself without laying bare every aspect of your life. Think of it like this: you're the author of your life story. Some chapters are meant to be shared widely, inspiring and entertaining your readers. But other chapters are private drafts, works in progress that aren't ready for public consumption. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you maintain control over your narrative. You get to decide what to share and when. This practice of discretion isn't about being secretive or dishonest. It's about understanding the power of privacy in a world that often seems to value constant sharing and exposure. It's about recognizing that not everything needs to be broadcast to the world. By keeping these 5 aspects of your life private, your dreams and goals, your financial situation, your personal problems, your good deeds, and your family matters, you create a sacred space for personal growth and self-reflection. You build a strong foundation of inner confidence that doesn't rely on external validation. Imagine for a moment that you're a ship sailing across the vast ocean of life. The 5 things we've discussed are like the lower decks of your ship, crucial for your journey, but not visible to those watching from the shore. They're the parts that keep you afloat, that determine your course, that house your most valuable cargo. By keeping them protected, you ensure a smoother, more successful voyage. Now, this doesn't mean you should isolate yourself or become overly secretive. Human connections are vital for a fulfilling life, but think of it as selective sharing. You can still engage in meaningful conversations, build deep relationships, and contribute to your community without exposing every aspect of your life. The art of privacy is really about self-respect and self-protection. It's about understanding that you don't owe anyone an explanation for your dreams, your struggles, your finances, your good deeds, or your family dynamics. These are yours to nurture, to wrestle with, to celebrate in the quiet of your own heart. As you move forward from this moment, I challenge you to be more mindful of what you share. Before you speak, ask yourself, is this information necessary to share? How will sharing this benefit me or others? Am I seeking validation, or am I sharing for a more meaningful purpose? Remember, in a world that often equates sharing with authenticity, choosing privacy can be a radical act of self-care. It's a declaration that you value yourself and your journey enough to protect it from unnecessary external influences. This practice of discretion will serve you well in all areas of your life. In your career, it will help you maintain a professional image and avoid office politics. In your relationships, it will help you build trust and respect. In your personal growth, it will give you the space to evolve and change without constant scrutiny. Consider the most successful and respected people you know. Chances are they practice this art of discretion. They understand that true power often lies in what's left unsaid, in the ability to keep one's own counsel. As you cultivate this habit of privacy, you'll likely notice some changes. You might find that your relationships deepen as you learn to listen more and share more selectively. You might find that your self-confidence grows as you become less dependent on others' opinions and more tuned in to your own inner voice. You might also notice that you attract a different kind of person into your life. People who value depth over drama, who understand the power of discretion, who are secure enough in themselves to respect your boundaries. This journey towards greater privacy isn't always easy. We live in a world that often encourages oversharing, where social media platforms tempt us to broadcast every thought and experience. Resisting this trend takes courage and conviction. But the rewards are well worth it. As you practice keeping these 5 aspects of your life private, you're not just protecting information. You're cultivating inner strength. You're developing the ability to stand firm in your own convictions, regardless of what others might think or say. You're learning to trust your own judgment and to value your own opinion above the noise of the crowd. This inner strength is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Each time you choose discretion over disclosure, you're building that muscle. Over time, you'll find that you're less swayed by others' opinions, less rattled by criticism, more centered in your own truth. This strength will serve you well in all areas of your life. When faced with difficult decisions, you'll have the courage to choose what's right for you, even if it's not popular. When pursuing your goals, you'll have the resilience to keep going, even when faced with setbacks. When navigating relationships, you'll have the confidence to set healthy boundaries and to walk away from situations that don't serve you. But remember, this isn't about building walls or shutting people out. It's about creating a strong core, a solid foundation from which you can engage with the world on your own terms. It's about being selective with your energy and your trust, investing them where they'll have the most positive impact. As you move forward, implementing this practice of privacy, be patient with yourself. Like any new habit, it takes time to cultivate. There might be moments when you slip up, when the temptation to overshare is strong. That's okay. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Each day presents new opportunities to practice discretion. Each conversation is a chance to listen more and share more selectively. Each challenge is an invitation to turn inward for strength and solutions before seeking external input. And as you walk this path, you might find that you become more observant, more attuned to the world around you. When you're not constantly focused on sharing your own experiences, you create space to truly see and hear others. You might discover new insights, new perspectives that you might have missed before. This practice of privacy can also lead to a deeper appreciation for the present moment. When you're not constantly thinking about how to package your experiences for public consumption, you can fully immerse yourself in those experiences. You can savor the joy of achievement without immediately broadcasting it. You can work through challenges without the added pressure of others' expectations. You can perform acts of kindness for the pure joy of giving without seeking recognition. As we wrap up our time together, I want to leave you with a powerful thought. Your life is a masterpiece in progress. Like any great artist, you don't need to show every brushstroke to the world. Some parts of the creative process are meant to be private, sacred. By keeping these 5 aspects of your life, your dreams, your finances, your problems, your good deeds, and your family matters, close to your heart, you're creating space for your masterpiece to unfold in its own time, in its own way. Remember, the most powerful transformations often happen in silence, away from the spotlight. Trust in your journey and your ability to navigate life's challenges and celebrate life's joys. You have within you everything you need to create a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. As you leave here today, carry with you this commitment to privacy, not as a burden, but as a gift you give yourself. It's a commitment to honor your journey, to respect your growth process, to trust in your own inner guidance. You are the author of your life story. Some chapters are meant to be shared, others are meant to be private reflections. Honor both. In doing so, you'll find a deeper connection to yourself, a stronger sense of purpose, and a more authentic way of moving through the world. Your journey is unique, valuable, and worthy of protection. Guard it well, nurture it with care, and watch as it unfolds in beautiful and unexpected ways. The power of privacy is yours to harness. Use it wisely and let it guide you towards a life of true fulfillment and success.